new watch, new babe.
So what's good, TMG fam? It's your boy L, and I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute. So listen, man. Our next video we're gonna be getting into is ghost footage too scary to watch. Now, yes, I am reporting to you guys live from location unknown. You know, at the moment, more will be revealed, I guess, at some point. But I know y'all gonna be looking at the pack like, yo, L, where you at, man? Where are you at? So yeah, I'm at this undisclosed location at the moment. You know what I'm saying? For probably about the next few days, week, or something like that. But anyway, so let's get into this video, man. Shout outs to Slap Ham coming through again. Here we go.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some spooky videos that may just leave you speechless. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more scary content just like this. Posted to Reddit by user Regal27, this ghost footage is equal parts heartwarming and potentially disturbing. First, the uploader explains that the grandma of the little girl in the footage had recently passed away. According to Japanese custom, the grandmother's ashes were being kept for 49 days, awaiting graveyard burial. However, it seems that the grandmother had a bit of exploring left to do before allowing herself to be laid to rest permanently. As the girl's father...
Bro, I tell y'all, that's one of the scariest memories I have as a kid, right? When my mom's dad passed away. She didn't really have like a relationship with him as much, but you know what I'm saying? Still in all, it was her dad. So she had to fly from Georgia to California because he didn't have much family. So she flew out there and like I said, I was a young kid, but the vivid memory I have, man, is her bringing back this urn, and she sat it like on this mantle above the fireplace, bro. And as a kid, I could see myself peeking around the corners, just looking at it, just peeking around the corner, just looking at it, and she just was like, "Yo, that's," she's like, "That's your grandfather," and that messed me up as a kid, like. Why is he in that urn? Like, what's going on? Like, yeah, we got to do better at giving our kids information like that. That messed me up.
Proudly records her playing piano, the camera angle allows the viewer to see a singular toy car wheel by in the background. The uploader explains that only he and his daughter were in the room at the time, meaning the toy must have been pushed past by some other force. Moving so purposefully, it's practically impossible for the toy to have moved that way without someone pushing it. The connection between the grandmother's ashes and the toy quickly becomes apparent. The uploader believes the spirit of the grandma moved the toy car. As a viewer, it seems highly probable that the two circumstances are linked, and that the grandma is benevolently enjoying her last few moments with her family before she's laid to rest for good. Posted.
That's weird, because the kid didn't turn, didn't look, didn't acknowledge the car at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's yeah, that don't make sense.
To Reddit by user Opposing Sound, the uploader of this video is a self-professed paranormal enthusiast and ghost hunter. After hearing about one of the scariest sites of paranormal activity in Massachusetts, the uploader decided to take his new GoPro and a friend to see what the hype was all about, attempting to get some legitimate ghost footage along the way. The site the two chose happened to be a tunnel known as the Bloody Pit. Having heard stories about the tunnel, the two remained unconvinced that it could have possibly been as bad as the stories led on.
So that's what we're doing. We're going in a tunnel called the Bloody Pit. That's what we're doing nowadays.
What they would find there, however, would go on to haunt them in the years to come. Having earned the nickname due to the over 200 people who reportedly died creating the mountain tunnel, the tunnel has a rich past, allowing for ample haunting opportunities. What's more, the secluded tunnel has more recently been the site of a murder and numerous other crimes.
See, I don't even want to live in a town that has a tunnel like this. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, rest in peace to everyone who lost their lives in there. But if I move to a town and it has something like this there, that's this tragic moment in history happened here like that, I'm cool on that, bro.
Leading law enforcement to effectively ban people from visiting the spot. Deciding the risk was worth it, the uploader and his friend made their way to the tunnel, only to capture some seriously creepy audio. While standing in the tunnel, what sounds like a woman's voice can be heard, as picked up by the GoPro. Her words, "You're gonna die," can be heard repeated over and over again in the background of the video. Low and distorted, her words are partially disguised, but seem to easily match the subtitles provided by the uploader. Distinctly ominous, the uploader explains in his Reddit post that the words have haunted him ever since, and understandably so.
When are we gonna have some ghosts that give us like some positive encouragement? Like, you're gonna do great. Why gotta be you're gonna die every time? Like, what happened? It's okay for a ghost to be kind sometimes, be encouraging, uplifting, you know? Instead of you're gonna die, it's you're gonna be a millionaire, you're gonna succeed. Where's that ghost at? Point me to that ghost.
Uploaded to Reddit by user Nutzack, this is potentially some of the most obvious ghost footage we've seen yet. As is explained in both the video and the accompanying Reddit post, the video was captured in the uploader's mum's house. In the hallway in question is a singular light controlled by two separate switches. Keeping the camera viewed on both switches as much as possible while still showing the light, the uploader points out that both switches are clearly in the on position.
That switch down there is on. You can see it past my shaking. This one is on, okay?
While this seems like nothing particularly creepy, the hallway light begins to turn off and then on again all by itself.
It's Mom. See what I mean? It's
much more prolonged than a simple flicker. It's clear the light is actually being turned off and then back on again. As the light goes off the second time, the switch nearest to the uploader is clearly visibly switched to the off position, with nothing and no one anywhere near the switch.
You can hear it. Mom, nope.
If you slow the footage down, you can clearly see the switch flick downwards. Many viewers have concluded.
I was just about to say, that's somebody at the other end. When he turns the camera, they probably stick their arm around, flip the switch, and then he turned back. You know what I'm saying? But to see the actual switch go down on its own, or maybe I could have said, oh, well, somebody's at the breaker. They're flipping the breaker. But then again, to see the switch go down on its own, that one has to be explained to me. Now, I didn't see a string connected or nothing like that.
Concluded that something supernatural, some invisible spirit, is messing around with the switch, purposefully turning the light off and then on again. Rightly so, the uploader quickly nopes out of there, genuinely freaked out by the odd event that he's just witnessed, and we can't blame him.
Nope.
As the Reddit post explains, the uploader's mother continues to live in the home, which has become a hotbed of odd experiences and potential supernatural events over the years. A slightly different type of ghost footage. This video, uploaded to YouTube channel Caters News and taken by Andrew Hearn, takes mysterious orb footage to another level. While we've seen these orbs frequently captured by cameras, particularly security and CCTV cameras late at night, this video uploader has essentially gotten up close and personal with a bright and fast-moving orb. A potential close encounter, the video depicts the uploader drive.
That looked like something was on a road with him, bro. I'd have almost pulled over because it looked like it was coming straight at him. I would have thought that was like a car or something.
Driving down the street at night. However, seen racing toward the uploader's vehicle from the opposite direction is a large orb. Impressive in size from even far away, the orb seems to come almost dangerously close to the vehicle before moving on. As the video is overlaid with some mysterious whispers, it's unclear whether these were added while editing the video in order to provide a dramatic effect, or if it was actually captured during the recording. The addition of the whispering, however, makes it clear that the uploader had experienced a chilling and deeply affecting supernatural experience. With the one who experienced it seemingly haunted by the event, this is the kind of video one can watch over and over and still be left without answers.
Yeah, minus the little music that's playing or whatever. That's crazy. Oh, my bad. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But hearing the music and hearing him say that was an overlay, now it's kind of making me be like, all right, that's some post-editing stuff that they've done.
This creepy clip seems to depict a ghost in the most traditional envisioning there is. Taken in the middle of a large crowd at night, a strange white figure can be seen floating through the air. The figure appears as a white, billowing being high above the crowd. Much like the traditional,
it looked like it's attached to something, though. It's just kind of blurred because the light's there, so you can't really tell if it's like a line going across. It looks like it's kind of attached to something, though. I can't really tell.
Yeah. The figure appears as a white, billowing being high above the crowd. Much like the traditional and cartoony depiction of ghosts, this figure seems to be fully human-sized and floating mid-air. Whatever it is moves purposefully over the crowd, gliding from one end to the other. In fact, while watching closely, it almost appears as though the figure is wading through the air. The strange object is only visible for a few seconds, making it hard to get a solid look.
That's what threw me off, though. The way it kind of moved away and kind of disappeared.
That, coupled with the low-resolution footage, makes it hard to make any definitive conclusions. Some commenters have said that it is indeed a ghost floating over the crowd. Others, however, think it could simply be a bag caught in the wind, or perhaps even a lantern.
And I know a lot of people sitting there like, nobody in the crowd noticed that? Normally in crowds like that, you're probably pretty drunk. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't gonna lie. Thinking about those type of crowds, seeing that gathering, you might be too drunk to even pay attention to what's going on up there. Think about how many times do you actually look up throughout the day. I know for me, it's not many.
I'll throw this one out to you, the audience. What do you make of this strange floating figure? Let me know in the comments section below. Posted by Reddit user Defendaloha, the story behind this ghost footage, or lack thereof, is full of twists and turns. Coming home late one night, a young woman named Kimberly goes to tell her father that she's made it home safely. However, before she's able to successfully approach her father, Kimberly hears a strange noise coming from inside the house. Because of this, she decides to do a quick sweep of her own home in order to ensure there's nothing wrong. However, as she reaches the top level of her home, the home security system goes off and provides the family with an alert. As shown in the first screenshot uploaded to accompany the story, the security app sent a message to the family displaying, "Warning, an intrusion has been detected." The family moves to a safe part of the home while Kimberly's dad explores the house, seeing nothing off except for the wide open garage. As he checks the home, the security company calls him, to which he responds that they're not in any immediate danger. However, this is before the footage from the motion-activated security cameras is sent to him in response to the odd activity. The footage in question has not been provided to accompany the tale, but for good reason. There's nothing visible except for an odd thumbnail. What sets this story apart from a potential home invasion is the odd paranormal effects surrounding the footage. The footage captured by the camera was supposedly completely pitch black. As explained in the post, there was quite literally nothing visible in the video. However, despite nothing showing up on the video's thumbnail is prevailingly creepy. Depicting a young woman hunched over, dressed entirely different to Kimberly herself or anyone else within the home, the image is haunting enough on its own. However, when paired with the fact that it was scrubbed from the actual footage captured by the camera, the entire fiasco screams potential paranormal activity. The figure in the thumbnail looks to be bald, has a strange thin left arm, and appears to be walking with a limp. Some have even said the figure looks like they're wearing a hospital gown. In this case, the lack of footage is certainly mysterious, yet it leaves us having to trust the Reddit user and take their word that the footage came up black. However, the haunting image of the strange figure standing in the home is certainly chilling, and for now, we'll have to remain.
How many of y'all are sitting here screaming at this? Like, hit the play button. I'm thinking it so bad, bro. Like, hit the play button. I need to see it move.
Of the strange figure
All it is a thumbnail, y'all.
Standing in the home is certainly chilling, and for now, will have to remain a mystery. Before we get to that number one spot and take a look at it and tickle the bell icon. Another iteration of odd ghost footage, this security footage seems to depict a man being followed by a creepy ghost. As seen in the footage, the man walks outside from one point to another. However, immediately trailing behind him is an oddly distorted figure.
Whoa. And it seemed like it was really like on him, like finna take full possession on him type thing.
Is an oddly distorted figure.
That's crazy. It's like his shadow moved from the ground.
However, immediately trailing behind him is an oddly distorted.
See how the shadow's on the ground now, and it looks like the shadow just kind of gets up off the ground and like attaches itself to his body. That's crazy.
Point to another. However, immediately trailing behind him is an oddly distorted figure.
Oh, and I didn't even see that. I'm thinking it looked like the shadow, but as it goes forward a little more, you'll see the actual thing. I was looking at something totally different. Oh, this is too creepy.
Is an oddly distorted figure. The figure is just visible enough to be noticeable when picked up on the dark camera. And if you look closely, you can actually see directly through the object. It almost looks like a hunched over person. Whatever the spec.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hold on. Now, it could be the camera lens that kind of, you know what I mean, created that, but that, I'm trying to see if it moves the same way as he moves. Then I'll say it's the camera.
You can actually see directly through the object. It almost looks like a hunched over person. Whatever the specter's
I can't really tell if the arm moves like his arm moves.
intentions, it's clear that it's keen on following the man in question, and quite closely too. Video experts have analysed the footage and so far have come up with very little comforting conclusions. Some say it could just be an artifact pixel cluster, an occurrence that can sometimes happen with security footage. This is when old footage overlays on new footage and creates...
Yeah, but the man, he zigzags a little bit. The more I see, the more it gets revealed. It's kind of like he zigzags a little bit.
distorted figures. However, others believe that the eerie figure really is trailing behind the man. Love to get your thoughts on this one in the comments section below. If you want more...
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I would have to see that probably 1,000 more times. And each time I probably gain a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the type of stuff you don't want to run across, man. You don't never want to run across something like that, bro. You know what I mean? But y'all get at me in the comment section, man. Let me know what y'all thought of this video. Ghost footage too scary to watch. Shout outs to Slap Ham for another dope video, man. It's your boy L to the next reaction. I'm out. Peace.